And what's interesting is that you can judge, even if you don't track OEE today, you can judge where you are based on how you collect and process and analyze data. So on the low end, like the sub 40% OEE, typically you know where your problems are. Like you can walk out in the plant and just see them. But these companies are usually just doing counts at the end of a shift. They're writing down downtimes at the end of a shift. And so you're really relying on the operator's memory for what happened. And then it's typically going into Excel, or maybe it's just paper that goes into a filing cabinet. Um, Up from that, 50%, you're doing counts hourly. So maybe some of you have seen, if you've been in a plant, there's a whiteboard where people will write down hour by hour what their target is and how close they got to it and the reasons why they didn't hit it. That'll typically also go into Excel and look at it. And you have the typical Excel problems with that. The next level up is I have a system, right? But everything in the system is manual. So maybe I have an ERP system where I'm putting in counts, I'm recording my biggest downtimes, and I have the ability to analyze that stuff over a longer period. You're usually in the 60s. This is where most manufacturers, like who have a system, they're going to be in this kind of 55 to 65 range, right? To get into the 80s, you need an automated system because now you're trying to track down minutes, right? As we were looking at before, like just micro. I mean, we're talking about, max an hour in a shift, and you need to understand like where this stuff is coming from to be able to fix it. And you need consistent measurement automatically to be able to do that. You can't rely on subjective data entry form operators.